Hey Lindsay. Good, how are you? Yeah, you're going to be on YouTube. See you later. What'd you think, Gordon? Yeah? Yeah, that's going to be good. Hey.
So hi guys, my name is Sam, just in case you hadn't yet caught. So I'm the campus concierge here at City Campus, and I joined when we opened. And my team are the super hosts, and they've been running tours and helping people find their ways around the campus since we opened. And they some of them today are taking the tours. We're starting on level 4, which I like to kind of call the brains of the campus. We've got our library, which is not actually called library, it's called Kaarlak, and Kaarlak actually means home. It doesn't actually mean library. Now I don't know why we've chosen to go with home for library, but it sounds poetic and interesting nonetheless. We'll go inside, but we will not talk in that space because it's prep week before exams. So it is quiet around here, and there's not too many people about, but there are a lot of people in the library studying, so we'll respect them. But before we go inside there, some of the other things on level 4 to point out, we've got Supernatural Cafe with a little terrace on the outside. That is one of the 3 hospitality places we have on campus. We've only got 3 small little situations by design. So we want to go and go out and give back to the community. And there's so many different options out there in walking distance. We're revitalising the city around us. Then we've got the student guild. So they've got their store, they've got their kitchen and hangout space, as well as that department's offices all in there. Down the end, we have the Aboriginal and First Nations offices for both our staff members and our students. So it's a whole neighbourhood area just for them. And it's pretty cool. I've only been able to walk through there once, but like, really architecturally designed, but essentially what they do in there is it's like their own space to run their own programs and to meet with one another, and it's open to their community as well. So members of the public are also able to go and enjoy the different kinds of activities that they run in that area. Now that's the main things on level 4. There's a couple of other things like our loan store where students can get all of their different technologies like filming equipment, microphones, as well as even musical instruments. So let's go into the library.
Just quickly introduce myself, just because I haven't really had a chance, because I've kind of been behind the scenes for today. So my name is Marika, I'm a Future Students Engagement Officer. I'm also a current student at ECU Dlog, so I'm actually really looking forward to it. So if there is any questions, more like pathways or being a student, feel free to ask. Otherwise, thanks for being here.
Yep, great. All right, come on through.
Yeah, he's in year 7. Started this year, yeah. Walking around in a sling at the minute. Dominates me. He's followed him for about 3 weeks. Yeah, so I teach
So on this main level is where they can get their library assistance. We've got the tech lab, which runs from 8 AM to 8 PM. They can meet someone in person, guide them through what they're having. Then spread out through all of this floor here, which is working spaces. So they've got spaces like this that are a bit more open. Then they've got outside terraces where they can get some fresh air. There's also power banks out there so they can work outside too. Then through that way is the like truly silent area. There are computers that they can put their laptops up to, but down that way is like silence. there's little project rooms all off to the side of varying sizes, so students, depending on how they work, they can find a space best suited for them. Is everyone okay walking upstairs? Yeah, cool. And we'll take these stairs at these three same floors. Just one moment. Sorry. Guys, we'll keep walking up now. That's how we do it.
What's the wedding about? Yes, sir. We put it on the kids.
So everyone, this is where the main collection is on level 5. So we start from this side of the building with all of our law, and then we kind of work through, so School of Business, Arts and Humanities, down then through WAAPA's collection. So they've got different books on all sorts of design stuff, to sheet music, to records. So there's all sorts of fun things down there. We'll head out this entrance, and then we're back on level 5 where the Creators Lab is, so there's not really anything to mention. This is our Sky Terrace, it's our main hangout. That's a gallery. Yes. And there's a beautiful view as you can see out towards like Northbridge and our art centre of the city. So you can see the State Library, you can see the museum and art gallery, and point out to the Crown Towers and beautiful views very well locked, very well used. Everyone's time. Alright, we're going to head out the other one, so there's another door over there that we're going to exit.
I enjoyed it. It was nice.
When you're trying to film auditions, it's not very nice. Yeah, I'm doing that again.
Oh, really?
I want to try and maybe
Awesome.
next year. Okay guys, so this is our foyer for the dance theatre. So up here on level 3 is most of the spaces on this level are dance studios, ballet studios and performance spaces, rehearsal spaces for our actors as well. And then as will be pointed out to you later, there are numerous different WAAPA performance theatres, but up here we've got one fully dedicated to dance. So they're not sharing a space, they have their own. We can't go inside today as they are rehearsing for a performance called Rise, which is about to begin. So they've been doing tech all this week. So unfortunately it's off limits, but essentially it's just a really wide, deep, beautiful performance space with a seating of about 150. So it's intimate, but their stage is quite wide and massive, so they can put on quite large performances with a lot of different ensemble members. There is also, I no longer have access unfortunately, but next to it is an aerial room. Very first aerial space in WA where people can learn how to do silks and even stunt work. So there is rigging up everywhere and different points along the walls, even the floors, to do all of that cable working. So they can be like yanked across the space and learn how to do that in a safe manner. There's a trillion different mats that we can lie down and it can all be done safely. But they can learn some of the techniques that would be used out in the field to either not only just become a stunt artist, if that's where they want to go, but even the actors can learn, the dancers can even learn. So it's a first for WA. It's a very cool space. Unfortunately, I discovered on Wednesday though, I couldn't get in anymore, so oops. And then down this corridor, there's also a good 8 or 9 different practice rooms for musicians. So every floor, especially in this north side of the building, has a good number of performance ensemble rooms for not only teaching but practicing. There are 305 pianos spaced out, yes, through the whole campus. So there are a good 10 in our piano salon, which I will show you. And then, yes, spread out on almost every single floor, there are practice rooms, and every single practice room has a piano. So there's a lot in the building. Now, unfortunately, as I said, there's nothing really to show you down that corridor because I can't access any of it. So we're going to head back out this door.
It's a good number. It's like it was fun.
So I'll just point out some of the spaces. We have, mind our beautiful loud WAAPA students in the background. We've got our black box studio here as an example of some of the rooms, practice rooms that we've got in classroom spaces. It's essentially like a flexible performance space, all black, that they can not only use for classroom time, but put in performance if we didn't have another space. It's quite large in there, it's a really good size, and there's beautiful windows, just like this, down this corridor here, into every space, for all of the natural light that flows through the building, just to help with that, all of that, but also like it feels a little more breathable. And every now and then as you pass down corridors, you get to see like ballerinas dancing away or something, which is actually really fun. On this side of me, we have our Aboriginal practice room, and then on the end there is a Aboriginal performance room. 2 quite large spaces again. They're a bit like a white box studio with sprung flooring. So not only do the ballet studios have sprung flooring to protect dancers, but in here it is also been implemented, and in here it's used for almost all types of dance. mostly contemporary, but it's been set aside, dedicated for dancers to learn the Aboriginal art form of storytelling through movement. So we've upped our course in that way, and we've brought in some more teachers to be able to offer that unit to more of the dancers, so that even the ballerinas could take it, I guess.
Sorry, just to clarify, so that is not for just Indigenous?
No. So
Non-Indigenous?
yes, it's now just a unit that they can elect if they'd like to learn it as well. Yeah, and we've got the 2 spaces so that they can. They don't have to limit like a classroom number. They can actually fit quite a lot in there. Yeah, so there's 2 different spaces that we can use. It's pretty cool. And the light in the performance room, it has all of that natural light coming off that side of the building. It's stunning, it's beautiful. We're going to head down now. As I kind of briefly mentioned in the elevator, our tour's a little wishy-washy, so we're going to go to level 2 now, and the escalator's just there. So level 2 on this side of the building again has a whole lot of music practice rooms as well as all of the ballet studios. And then on the other side of our void, in that corner of the building, which is a little hard to get to, so I'll just point it out to you. But that is where our costume designers are. So they have their big costume studio with all of their. So I naughtily went in there before everybody started at the beginning of the year, as I was just familiarizing myself with the building, and I found it. And I had access, and I was like, oh my goodness. And did I try some stuff on? Yes, I did. But it was really fascinating. I enjoyed it. And they have all of their sewing rooms along that side of the building as well. So pretty much they've got like an area to themselves where they can just go from classroom to classroom a little more easier. Not every course and stuff kind of has that. Some courses are over here, level 1, level 5, level 7, where I feel like they've got their own little nook and cranny over there. It's all for them. And then there's not too much else on level 2, but we're now going to move into the south side of the building, which has School of Business and Law, Arts and Humanities, and the Computer Sciences. And you'll see a really interesting architectural design feature as we do.
Hospital.
So from here we can see how it's actually 2 buildings that join on some of the floors, but then some floors like this, there's only a walkway. We're open on this one, but this one over here is designed for the drum practice rooms. So they're suspended out over their own little bridge and can make as much noise as they like. And they're all soundproofed as well anyway, but I think it's very comical that we suck them out over a bridge. Come on, there guys. So this side of the building, as you probably instantly felt, is quite different. The north building is all the creativity, the loudness, and over here is more studious. And that's just the two sides of the building have different schools operating in them, so there's a different kind of cohort. But over here in these floors, as I said, all of the classrooms for School of Physics and Law, School of Arts and Humanities, and our Computer Sciences. So there are rooms a bit like our math lab there, as well as some other courses in those areas. And then over the side of the building, there's also some dedicated spaces where people can chat with each other, pretend like war games they even run, where they can pretend to like verse classroom to classroom. One person's defending a company, the other one's trying to take it down. It's pretty cool. Although I have seen it in action and it's actually them just typing away at the keyboard in complete silence. But they know what they're doing, so, and they're having fun. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah. Alright, we're going to head down now to level 1. We'll maybe let these guys move out of our way. Really cool. Hey guys. We actually don't run tours anymore. So I have done 2 tours this week. That's my first actually. Now that it's study break, it's all very yeah, so when we started, we had about 3 weeks of running about 2 tours at a time every half hour. So at the very beginning, I kind of did like 10 and we just thousand. But now everyone knows what they're doing. So on level 1 in the south building we are now, and this is the first floor where it seems like a seamless building, as we are going to walk across the bridge between. But I'm going to point out to you first and foremost, here is our Moot Court. Now, I don't have access to the Moot Court, so we can't walk inside, unfortunately. You can look through big windows, set up in the courtroom, they can pretend as if they're on the job. And some of our classes are run in there, so even some students that are not technically pretending like they're in a court case still get to have the experience of being in space. There's some really cool technology in there that isn't almost at all of our spaces, but there are microphones that can be individually switched on. They can be isolated, but they capture everything, not only for recordings and watching things back, but live in the moment. We can project the sound so that everybody can hear in a room. Something that is said at the front of the room can be heard by the person at the back, and vice versa. As you may have seen in the collaborative theatre where you were, there are little panels that are hanging down from the roof, and then there's so many speakers around the outside of the room, so that anyone hard of hearing can hear what's happening, but also just as well, everything's recorded. If you watch a lecture back, you can hear every question that's asked, every point a fellow student has. So yeah, there's really cool technology in there. It's all set up to do like live zooming into the courtroom, and it's also ergonomically designed so that you can go up to where like the judge would sit via a ramp rather than just stairs. So anyone who has maybe in a wheelchair or needs crutches or anything can easily make their way up and around the space. Just again, as you may have seen in the collaborative theatre. Now, we're starting to overlap one another. That's okay, all good. We're going to walk out this way now across to the so this here is the centre of our building. It's our student hub. This is, well, quiet now, but it's study week, so there's not really anybody needing anything. But they can come here for pretty much any of their inquiries, any of their needs. Not only do they have, of course, the comms at Joondalup that they can call, message, whatnot, but they can meet in person with people. We have our future students team, or some of them always on the city campus as well, and they're positioned here in the student hub. Again, they can pretty much come here no matter what their question or need is. We will let these guys pass us. Hello, hello. Our wellness precinct. So we're going to head down this way. There are a lot of people down there. Okay, cool. We will wait. And I'll just tell you about it, but then we will still walk. Here on campus, as well as the Joondalup campus, we've got our own wellness precinct. They can meet with doctors, there's always a nurse here, and counselors. There are like trained professionals to meet with them that they can come with, and it's fully locked off for our students, both international and domestic students. So there is always help here for whatever you might be, both physically and mentally. And there's a lot of little activities and programs that this department also runs to help. They partner with the student guild quite often to run like check-up kind of days or yeah, all sorts of different things.
Things like flu shots and stuff like that, do they?
Yeah. So pretty much our students don't need to worry about, especially international students, they don't need to worry about finding themselves doctors. They can come there. The campus students can also arrange bookings to meet at the Joondalup campus as well, and vice versa. If students that are studying at Joondalup live closer to the city, so it's actually easier for them, they can also book appointments here. Now, there we go, it's a little bit quieter. This is a really good example. The lights are on, which helps us see. This is what most of our classroom spaces actually look like here. So we've only got the one lecture theatre, which you guys were in. Everything else is classrooms like this. Most of them are just tables, but some of them also have computers. But it's more like a high school setting, except I guess we've got the added technology here. And another piano.
So is there a piano in every facility?
Yeah, pretty
Cool.
much.
So if you've only got the one lecture theatre, does that mean that anything that's delivered as a lecture format is just online, and then they just do their tutes this way, or are they delivering the information in a classroom style?
Still here, yeah. So pretty much instead of everyone sitting and watching a lecture, the lecturer can move around the space. It's a little more collaborative, therefore. Yeah. It's yes, still the course work is being communicated like in a traditional theatre space, except there's a little more flexibility that a student can raise their hand. They can be met with instantly. Yes.
Do you mind me asking, how does it affect how many students you can take? Because like, obviously the setup like that can't hold as much as
exactly.
lectures.
Yes.
So
Yeah, they are more like classroom sizes.
Okay.
So instead of a course, let's say you've got three in the same year group, you know, of let's say 100 students. Well, actually, it's broken up to more like 25, 30.
Yeah.
Timetabling has just needed to be cracked down. So that no one's limited in terms of the same amount of people can be accepted, one into a course and two into a unit.
Okay.
But then that unit might run 5 times throughout the week.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Compared to like a bigger uni that they just operate it once or twice. Is that like a curtain?
Yes, yes. So yes, a lecturer does maybe then have a little bit more work,
Yes.
and that might be a little difficult to continuously probably do the same things over and over.
So
but
So Edith and Laura, are you having evening classes to accommodate those people who are working in the
There
day?
are actually quite late classes, yes,
Yeah.
and predominantly for the business and law.
Yeah.
Yes.
How would a student find a lecturer in a facility like this, where, like in Mount Lawley, you would know that they have offices?
Yep.
Where are they located?
Yeah, so all of our offices are in the south buildings. There are neighbourhoods.
Oh, okay.
Neighbourhoods.
Neighbour-
And each floor is a different school. Levels 1 and 2 are WAAPA, and then it's like up and up and up. Level 7 is more of the execs and an open plan workspace for any other people as well. Plus there's a big space just for staff members up there too. But yes, every floor pretty much has an office.
Yep.
Now students are not allowed to go in. So yes, how
Cool.
do they access?
Yeah.
Well, it's gone digital. So they do need to go through course coordinator, which they would have the information to on their LMS. So they'd know what name to reach out to. And little things like that are explained obviously when they very first begin. Year 1, day 1 sort of information is, you know, well, this person's name's email would look like this, so you can kind of work it out as long as you know their name. If they have no idea who they need to reach, there is Student Hub. So there are people in the Student Hub who will funnel all of the inquiries coming in, so that if it's as simple as, well, I'm in this course this year, who do I talk to about XYZ, that person can work it out to them.
And if they don't do it by email now, they probably do a Teams call now rather than meeting in person.
Yes, yeah. And ECU's comms department based at Joondalup is an entire building's worth of people. It's massive. So there is always a way, however best students need to communicate and get information. They can meet in person, they can call, there's a live chat, there's emails, there's ticketing systems. Yeah. Alright, let's head on down, only a couple more steps as I am able to show you the inside of the Paula Houston Auditorium. This is a great vantage point for the Paula Houston Auditorium. Paula Houston is one of our benefactors for WAAPA, so she donated quite a lot of money in her will, like a lot. So we've named this auditorium after her. And yeah, beautiful vantage point looking down. It's a miniature of our recital hall, which we will go into on the mezzanine level. But from here, we'll look at this one. Beautiful, even lighting design, hanging down, plenty of chairs. I think it fits, if my memory is correct, now may be wrong, I may have forgotten, I think there's about room for 40 orchestra members on the floor, where the McCusker Recital Hall where we will go can fit 80. So it's about half the size. But all of the wood paneling is all perforated and backed with soundproofing, and every performance space in our new building is a box within a box design to not only soundproof it from the inside out, but also the outside in, because we here are right on top of the underground trains. So there's actually a lot of vibration. So within the design of the building, they needed to factor that in, but then of course that would affect stuff like this. So there is a concrete box within a concrete box, and you can kind of see it here with how deep this is. That's how much kind of like
an air gap.
soundproofing and concrete and stuff is all in there. Yeah.
Can outside people book these theatre spaces for their own
Not
performances and
yet,
events?
but in the future. Yep. The first year, WAAPA is really protecting their space. They're going to learn themselves how they best operate with their ushers, with their techs, with their lighting designers. They're going to get that perfect, then they'll let other people hire spaces out. And it will still be their own teams doing that side of the stuff. But yes, for now, only WAAPA. Alrighty, come on down. So I'll just quickly point this out, but it's a really cool thing that we've been able to incorporate in the city, and it's open to the community. We've got specialised aids for people in wheelchairs, and even like a bed that raises. So we've actually got, there's a map that exists for Perth where people in need are able to look up the bathroom facilities in the city, and we're on that map now, and they are able to come on in and make their way up to here on level 1 and use our facilities. We don't have too many students that need it, but we still also want to be open to the community. So it's a bit like, for the students we do have, for the future, you know, no students will be limited. They can choose ECU in the city, even if they need this kind of level of help. And yeah, so it's pretty good space, pretty good room. And then right opposite is an example, not all of our bathrooms look like this, but this is our fully genderless, so gender inclusive bathroom. They're all private stalls that all are probably like doors locked, isolated, so still protected. But then every other floor, every other bathroom is more classical, then go that way, women go that way. So that everyone, some people might not feel comfortable using this at all good. There's all the other bathrooms in the space. But this is also a space where someone who identifies as non-binary, there you go, there's a space for you as well. Yeah. And it's pretty good, there's so many different cubicles, so there's always a bathroom.
You just need to do that because there's always women queuing out the gate and no one's in the men's.
Exactly.
I think they need to do more of it.
So this is the wellness precinct I was talking about. So in here, oh, I'm so sorry, all good. Okay, they've been annoyed. Okay.
You're probably their fourth group or something.
Probably just that too many people have already done it, so that's all good, understandable. We've already talked about it, that's fine. Down here at the end of the wellness precinct, we have our living room. Our living room is student-led, student-run, but overseen by professional psychologists. And it is a space where our counselling students learning on psychologists can come and volunteer their time to help their fellow students. So again, it is a private space and it's for chill out, breathe for a moment, and they've got their own terrace space here. Before I get to it, you're only out there if you come to the living room. Just it's not going to be overcrowded, ever too many people. And yeah, I think it's really cool that pretty much the space always open. Students know they're having an emergency, they need to talk to someone, they know they're in the right space, they know if everyone else is having cover on, it's there for them. We've got another space at Dlog that's pretty much the same, but it's nice to have one for our city campus as well. Yeah, okay. Now we are going to head on down to the mezzanine and we're going to go to the recitals. So, we're going to have to squeeze through past you guys. If we look above us, we're in the atrium now, so we can see from level 1 all the way up to level 6. And this is our musical staircase. Our musical staircase, lovingly named by the architect as our musical staircase because of the colouring and the materials used, but also the way that it wraps around itself looks a bit like a musical note. Some people even say that when I've asked them, why do you think that it's called the musical staircase? They go exactly to mentioning that it looks like a musical note on sheet music. But yes, there are 162 steps. I know that because I counted them myself one lonely afternoon when we first opened, and I decided I was going to know exactly how many steps there were, so off I went. It's actually a good workout. I did not come back down again, I then took a lift.
staff practice room.
So sorry. Don't want to leave you behind. Okay. Another really good example of just how many ensemble rooms and practice rooms there are for everyone. So there's a whole group in there, as you can see. And they're all soundproof, so it's okay. They're not being bothered by us talking. And there's, as you can see, you know, all those windows allows all of this light to still come on through while also creating a walkway down to these other areas. The desk and studio is through here. There's no glamorous bar space for the desk. It's just an entrance. We can come in, but just do a quick little thank you.
So early. Hello. Hi.
No, it was just a terrible I was scared.
They make noise, it's fine. Turn to our left, guys, and keep going down the corridor.
This third year high stakes. Yes. But no, that
What year? Oh, your second year.
yes. But this one was like
Then let's all go around. She's like, I would do that. No, it's so fun. Guys, so cabaret, I guess. What did you do on the assignment the past 48 hours? Go. Yeah.
So as you can see, it has quite an interesting background design, quite intimate. It's designed for our jazz and contemporary musicians. So it's a bit more of a band style setup, smaller stage, more for that, you know, intimate, more modern sound performance. But still with all of the same features as all of the other performance spaces, same amount of tech, and what's really cool about this one is the amount of natural light that can actually let in. So it can go there, and even off to the side there, which they can close with the curtains. But they have the option of letting the light from the north room area.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. We've even got cool features which you can see in this one more than others. There's all of the air vents underneath every single chair to kind of help with the flow of air through the space, which they don't actually have in the other ones, but pretty cool. So there's one literally under every single chair. We also know that there are this side, I think on the other side as well. These chairs can be removed for wheelchair access. So, I mean, yes, they could also just park themselves right here, but there's the ability to move more if it's needed. We are running like ahead of time. Is there any questions? Well, obviously, because we can keep on moving, but we could kill time if you have questions and I can answer them now. Otherwise,
Can we see the recording studios in here or not really?
yes, the
And the
recording
Dolby Atmos?
studios are further up, so
Yep.
we'll be able to potentially go and have a look at them. Yeah.
Cool.
There's one on level 4, so we would be, we can backtrack a little bit.
Yep, awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Cheers.
We'll maybe like finish with that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Because we're going to finish at the very top on level 7, so we could always put our head down. Yeah.
I've got one person who wants to leave soon.
Ah,
Could
yeah,
just
yeah,
let
yeah.
me know when there's a good point so you can come as well.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool.
Sorry.
No. How much longer do you have?
5 minutes.
Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna just head straight down to level.
So is Shane studying part time?
Yeah, we always joke. Everyone's got management. And she had it from about 4. My mum and dad flew because they didn't want to have to spend money while they were on holiday.
It's crazy. But I speak to them 5 times a week.
And then this one I was just thinking, you could be with a guy who lives like sending pictures sometimes because especially here when you to change down to give you a little brighter on the descent.
How often do you speak to them?
Yes, it's always great. Descent sometimes you just press in a little 5 minutes. For example, here, especially. You can just trip from the top down the top. But these are very, very fun points. I mean, you've got such a great these are just like deluxe thoughts. That I'm like, oh well, in my ultimate fantasy world, I would like more, exoskeletons. It's not actually
To change the acoustics.
yeah, they're really good. I've played a few of these, the present
Again, the same wood. So flattened like and this is the perfect room to see how
that is so the improvisatory character of some of these music. You need to release your accompaniment music or the novice involved as something like that.
and go down to the main floor.
And like even if I do more hands, I found it planned it actually did a little sense because the way that the time works has to be more like less time.
to make their design a reality. So there's things like, you know, there's some of the artwork on the big screen. If someone would like to design something, they can come here and talk to the team. They might have an app idea, and I think it's been explained to you what the Apple program is. Yeah. But also this is kind of part of it. If they've got an idea for like a computer system or something that they'd like to try and make, they can come and meet this department. It was delayed in opening, but now it's a beautiful big workspace where the department can help people to bring projects to life. Yeah. Now we're going to go into the Wellington side. We're going to hit the elevators, and I was going to take you up to the top, but I know that you guys are meant to be back at 2, so we've kind of run out of time. But I will tell you, so level 7 at the top, we have our function room. Not open to the public to hire out yet, but future proofing. There is also the Apple Foundation lab, which we told about, level 6 on the same side, on the south side of the building. And then level 5 where we were, to point out the library. It's pretty much only the library, except there's also production suites, editing suites, recording studios, and some on level 6 as well. Unfortunately, we haven't made it there. It would have only taken another 10 minutes, but I don't want to hold anybody up. So we'll go back to the collaborative theatre. We'll run to the schedule, but let's go. Foundation room. Yes, so it's up here on level 6 where people can come, partner, use the space to create their projects. Miniature lecture theatre. It's not actually a lecture theatre, it's just a classroom that's kind of designed like one. And I just liked his EST, 8%.
I like a DT.
So this is our production control room. As you can see on some of the feeds, we can look down to the newsroom, and right next door here is their actual recording studio, which can be, it's pretty much like a white box. They can set it up to look any which way, but essentially they're using it for their journalism. So they're pretending like they're doing news. And then all of this is set up just how it would be at, you know, channel 7, channel 9, channel 10. But we've got some of the, you know, most brand new up-to-date technologies. So they've still, it's a continuous work in progress. So there's a team that's like always kind of tinkering away in here. But yes, we've got some really cool technology that we've been able to implement.
Hello.
Will be 2 seconds.
No, it's not fine. No, all good.
Yeah, and then I just found out on Wednesday actually, there's been a couple of the teams, like production teams from a couple of the big channels that have come by, had a look, and they approve. They think it's impressive. They're jealous.
Is that the
so,
Malaga Film Studios also?
Yeah. So a lot of people have come through and they were just wowed away. Yeah, just blown away, wowed away. That's not, I've spoken way too much today. My God. We've also off to the side got a couple of little rooms. So there's an audio control room to the left, there's a screen and media equipment storage space to our right. So there's a whole lot of equipment packed away for all of the different kind of courses, students, no matter what they're studying.
And the bigger we've got, the less people come to start because they're always up there races. So, you know,
All of that.
You can go in if you like.
Oh, can we?
Let's see what's in there.
Can I?
Yeah, you can go in. Yeah, it's the audio desk in there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, this is the lower. Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, you got Maya Sound speakers. Nice. That's like 8-10 grand each, isn't it? That's a pair. Overkill.
You don't know what.
Overkill.
I spend a lot of money in here.
Yeah, I know. Overkill. Neumann wasn't good enough. See you, mate.
Yeah.
Last but not least on our tour, that is unfortunately going to miss a couple of little bits and bobs, but this is a good place to end it. This is the newsroom where it all kind of joins together. The people in the control room will all pretend as if they're on the job working at Channel 7, Channel 9, Channel 10. Journalists will be in here and the producer will be in their office and people will be in the control rooms, and then they'll also have people in the broadcasting studio filming, so it'll all work like the real deal. Yeah. Alright, unfortunately, like I said, we're not going to make it. Now we're running a little bit behind. So we're going to head down to level 5, where I will leave you back where we met you in the very beginning. I hope that you've enjoyed. Again, sorry that we're not going to see.
That was great, thank you.
Yeah. But
The Fisk Collection. Nice. It's got that Mount Lawley smell to it. Nice. It's done well. It's like a hotel.
Yeah.
A hotel for educators.
Like a very nice hotel.
Look at the sun. Look at that sun.
Yes.
Look at that. That's awesome. Another one.
No sign of any WAAPA stuff here though.
No, they're on the other side, remember? They said that WAAPA stuff's on the other side of the building. Alright. That's a wrap.
That's good.